So these are the major components of all-time wrestling. You'll see a player mat. Every wrestler has their own unique deck of cards that we'll go over, and a momentum meter right here, and of course it's a dice game, so we have dice. The beautiful thing about this game is that every single wrestler has their own unique player mat with their unique health, stamina, special abilities. They have their own unique moves and attacking deck. And what that means is that every wrestler plays very differently than the other wrestler. And we'll have a few videos that explains how every wrestler plays differently and the different strategies that you can take. Now, let's start with the most important component of the game, in my opinion, which is health. Now, let's start with the end. I always like to explain a game in terms of how you win the game. And how you win a wrestling match is by pinning or submitting your opponent, obviously. And you do so by trying to reduce the probability or the chance that your opponent will kick out by reducing their health. So this is not a game where if Jax Felix's health goes all the way to 1, he's automatically knocked out of the game. No, you still have to pin him. And he still has a chance of kicking out. But his chance of kicking out is going to be less and less as his health goes down, in Jax Felix's case, from 12 all the way to 1. Similarly, Kurt Angle starts with health 16, and the more health you take away from him, the more damage you deal to him, the lower the chances of kicking out. So how do you actually kick out, and how does this actually work? It's using dice. So let's imagine Kurt Angle has, and the main way to deal damage in this game is through these attacking cards, right? So let's imagine that Kurt Angle has played the ankle lock and has played it successfully. He's going to deal 5 damage to Jax Felix. So Jax Felix's health is going to go from 12 to 7, i.e. 12 minus 5. And now Kurt Angle, because there's a pin symbol here, which signifies either a pinfall or a submission, will be able to try to make Jax Felix tap. And for Jax to kick out, he's got to roll these 2 die. And traditionally, he has 3 rolls to try to get to the ropes or escape this submission, or to kick out of a pinfall if it's a move. But in this case, because Kurt Angle is hitting his finisher, and you see this icon right here, which is 2 dice minus 1, it means Jax Felix gets 1 less roll. So he gets 2 rolls instead of 3. So let's see if Jax Felix kicks out. That's an 8. And what that means is, in order for Jax Felix to kick out, he has to roll what his health is or less. So he needs to roll a 7 or less. He's just rolled an 8, so he wasn't able to escape on his second attempt, since the first attempt has already been negated by this card. And now he's going to roll again a 3rd time, and good God Almighty, he has escaped. He rolled a 6, which is less or equal to a 7, and thus the match continues. So that's how health is really important. As you can see, if your health is 2, you gotta get a snake eyes to be able to kick out. 1, it's statistically impossible to kick out unless you're able to recover health, and we'll go over that in a second.